Evening, one and all.
Hello.
Evening.
How we all doing? Hope you're all good out there in that wonderful, glorious world of ours.
Right. Hi to Jess. Love the fact you got your party hat on. Stealth, Elusive, Bushcross, Sussex, John, Dirty Faces. Oh, see, Lockhartwoods were in, but they're going to be busy tonight. Oh, poor Lockhartwoods. I hope you get back some energy tomorrow. It's mead.
Do you want a glass?
I like the small one. I've got a glass up here. No, don't worry about it. We haven't got a glass up here. It's all right, don't worry about it.
There's a pint glass in my room.
A pint glass. Pint of mead.
Hi, Betty.
Slancher. Get every one of it. Whoa. There you go, James. Right, so, yes, I am drinking tonight. So, according to the doctor, I can drink as long as it's followed by plenty of the old fish wheat. And
yeah,
and it's good quality. One of the things they've told me is, yeah.
The bottle I should show you.
Oh,
show the bottle.
Oh, yeah. And
tonight, he's on the Harvest Gold mead.
Courtesy of Tommy, who's on leave for a few days. He's back with us. Pop round today. He's asked me to say hi to everybody. Hope you're all doing well. You're all fit, fine, funky, and good out there in the community. Sends much love. And he's looking forward to getting back with us in the spring, early summer. Maybe getting a chance to come on and maybe have a bit of chat to you about some of the military stuff. So we've been doing this new rations section on the channel. We'll be filming the next episode this week. I'm still yet to really find out what I'm supposed to be putting into my choppers, but hey, looking forward to it. So tonight is actually going to be celebration and food orientated. One celebration, I got my results, and for any of you that don't know, my cancer results came back. It's a benign tumour. Okay, it came out with the kidney. It's benign, so yeah, I lost a kidney. But they've said to me,
says, hello, James.
apart from regular 6 monthly checks, which I've got to have anyhow, no worries. So yeah, dodged the bullet on that one. Absolutely wonderful. Just what I needed. So tonight we're literally talking all things good. We're talking food. Benny is the quiz master tonight. However, he has sent me a message saying that he's pretty busy. Yeah, he's pretty busy later on with what he's doing, so he might not be able to do it. So if he's not, I've basically got his questions here, and I will fire those out in the best Benny manner. T, what's your bulldog challenge? Or bulldog challenge? Yeah, mate, cracked it. But you like spicy things, so that's a bit unfair. So, yeah.
Got fingers crossed too for next week. Sussex has got his heart scan next week.
Oh. Sussex, yeah. I know the feelings are fair, so my heart goes out to you, mate. Hopefully, all's going to be good for you. Stay positive, my friend. And everybody here is going to send you their love, thoughts, and prayers. So, what are we doing now? Right, so fitness plan, isn't it? I've got to get fit. I've got to fight this back. Got a long walk in May. Tomorrow I'm up the woods. That starts it. I'm going to be filming a video tomorrow, which you'll get a little taster of tonight. I think. Yeah. So
fingers crossed, Sussex.
Yeah, we've been covering all things rations just lately because we've been trapped at home. And rations, rat packs, food, scoff, what you take up the woods, what you take out camping with you. Does it have to be an expensive item? Are the expensive items good? Are the cheap items better? Or can you make it at home? Well, I'm going to fire that over to Jace now because Jace is a chef. He knows about this sort of thing, right? And he's had a look at a lot of military rations over the years with me and some of the civvy stuff, which even he's got to admit, ain't that bad sometimes. So he's gone away and he's put together pretty much a 24-hour ration pack that he as a chef would knock up for himself. So Jace.
Yeah. What do we well? So with the limited equipment I've got, which is a domestic style vacuum pack machine, don't think it's enough. I need to use industrial ones. Right. So I've come up with a breakfast item, my homemade bread. which some of you know about, flatbread. Now in here we have bacon, sausage, and cheese. Again, still could heat that up eat it cold to be honest. But you could heat that up in your stoves
And
your
John, it's
water.
not a biscuit.
It's not a biscuit.
So it's a ball in the bag.
It's
Yeah.
a boil in the bag. Yes,
Yeah.
That'll warm up nicely. All the products I've come up with so far
Owen,
are
Mick, what?
only fridge stable. And to make it shelf stable, it's a lot more complicated, and these bags won't cope with a high pressure steam to kill all the bacteria to make it a shelf stable product. Which so that was for breakfast.
Evening, Ray.
Then for a lunch, again, I could see why the army use the foil ration packs, because you can't see what the food looks like. Because although that doesn't look appealing, it will be, because that will be a corned beef hash. So you got your cheese, your potato, your corned beef, and some beans at the bottom there. That I'm sure that'll be lovely. Mitch is going to try all these tomorrow.
Out the woods tomorrow.
For a main course evening, we've got a venison grill, we've got broccoli, and we've got dolphin wise potatoes. Now, again, some of these packets, I say they're only fridge stable. To put them into a steamer without getting as much air out of them as possible, they're going to explode in a steamer. So hence why I said I need to use an industrial vacuum pack machine before I'm going to attempt putting anything into a steamer.
It's also the right bags as well.
It's the right bags as well. I
Yeah.
could source some foil bags as well, which will help. And then for a pudding, Americans will love this: the Spotty Dick and custard.
So
Look at
24
that.
hours worth of rations, right? So obviously this is without the sundries, and this is sort of thing. I know I'm saying to people,
Lucy said he'll buy some.
teach them how to suck eggs, but we bought a vacuum packer, the one Jace recommended. We bought a vacuum packer. I'll do a little video on it in a week, actually, on the packer itself and a selection of bags. Now these sort of things, if you're going away for a weekend camp, these are the sort of things you can pack up and pack it away like that with no problem at all. If you've got a camper, cool box, or a way of keeping it refrigerated, I'd say probably 3 days.
Yeah, I mean, even this. I mean, if I was going away for 2 nights, Ace, for instance, so I'd have day 1 refrigerated.
Yeah.
Day 2, I'd have it frozen, and that'll be defrosting over day 1 to be used for day 2.
Right.
So you'll be quite safe.
Yeah. But the thing I like about it is something like that, as long as it's kept cool, that's going to be absolutely fine for days.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got a small cool bag with an ice pack in there, it'll be brilliant. Yeah.
It's protected, it's safe, and you ball in the bag, it top deal. So
absolutely.
So there you go, from a chef. And so this is the idea of this was, what could you do from home? And you can expand on this in any number of ways. It's the bag and the fact that you can boil in the bag. That's the real bonus, isn't it?
Yeah.
And protecting your food. I'm going to eat them lots
John
tomorrow.
says he's got ointment for your issue there, Jace. And Kitten just said there's an operation for it as well.
So it's those backpack machines. How much was ours?
29 at them, $29.99. They're normally $39.99, but they got 25% off at the moment.
Yeah. So, and again, shop around, find a machine that vacs the seals. I'm finding it a real bonus for us, just in the home in the fridge. It means that we can buy larger blocks of cheese, pare it down, do it in the weekly amounts, or if you're going into a situation like I am with the diets.
Yeah. It's like the bags of cashew nuts.
Yeah.
I don't really want to open a bag and put a little clip on it, but I was able to put it into three smaller bags and vacuum seal it. So
keeps it fresher longer.
It keeps it fresher. I mean, with the vacuum packing itself, even the fresh goods, stuff you got in your fridge, you get all the air out and it stops the bacteria growing. So the product will last a lot longer.
Yeah.
So within the industry, we have a 3-day shelf life on any open packet. If you vac pack it, that extends to a 5-day shelf life. At home, it's a little bit different. You can extend that even more.
Yeah.
Use your common sense. Yes.
Yeah.
But you're just slowing that bacterial growth down.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Sussex is after a dehydrator for when he forages things.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Andy,
Well,
outside.
that's another route. So I've done did the jerky. I'm gonna whilst I'm out
jerky was
tomorrow.
lovely.
Whilst I'm out tomorrow, the last couple of little packs of jerky I've got, I'm going to take out with me. So we're going to do tomorrow up the woods Jason's rations.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And they will be done however we decide to prepare them, but it'll be boiled in the bag. But I'm also going to knock up something, and I'm going to rehydrate the jerky because traditionally, that's what what you did with it. It's what you did with salt beef. It's what you did with jerky. So they would have been chopped up, chucked in with something else, stew made out of it. Now, I know for a fact, rehydrated jerky never looks like that bit of steak that you originally dried. But again, it doesn't matter. It's about getting the protein into you, getting the food into you, and actually getting a bit of warming bulk. Something I did learn today reading up on it, jerky. So you dehydrate your jerky, you eat it. If you're in a high thirst environment, be very, very wary because that jerky, when it gets into your stomach, sucks all the moisture out of your stomach because it's been dehydrated. The other thing is it expands. So a small amount of jerky can, in theory, go quite a long way. So just be a bit aware of that.
Yeah, Sussex, he's ordering an air fryer next week. He didn't know you could dehydrate with it.
Yeah.
You can also get these like little trays that got legs. And it means you can put like 2 layers of stuff in your air fryer.
But again, doing it in the oven. If you've got a large amount to do, do it in the oven. Just hang it from the racks using skewers and that. It works very, very well. The bonus with the oven as well, it's not just the quantity. It's the fact that you can adjust that door a lot easier. You know, if the door is cracked open to let the moisture out, let the steam escape, and if you check it after an hour and it doesn't appear to be drying out, you can raise the temperature so you've got hotter air blowing over it and crack the door just a little bit more. So you've got 2 points of adjustment. It makes life a little bit easier. But I am going to invest in a dehydrator myself for things like mushrooms, herbs, things like that, and maybe make a bit of jerky. Yeah. So, yeah.
Has anyone else tried anything?
Oh, have you? Yeah, what you
We
guys
did the
tried?
apple in there the other day in the air fryer. It's very nice.
Oh, apple in the air fryer. I done last
Hi, Pro Plus. No, you're not late.
No, you're not. In fact, you're early tonight.
Yeah, we're only 10 past 8.
Yeah, woo. So, yeah, what's everybody else been up to? Yeah.
Oh, you found some 3-cornered leeks. They were early. They are early this year.
That is early, isn't it? Cornish leeks. Ooh, 3-cornered leeks. Bit of wild foraging.
Yeah, we've got 2. We've gone for the last one I got was only about 50 quid air fryer, and that was on Amazon. And that's got is it 9 litre, but it's not a twin one. It's a really
Super
nice
hot,
deep.
We did look at twin air fryers, but the thing is, we've got 2. I know it sounds crazy. We got 2, okay? Because quite often I'll eat different things to Kaz, or we might want to do fish and chips, do chips in one, do the fish in the other.
What sort of weight is that the food?
What sort of weight? I can dive down and get the scales if you
Yeah,
want.
because I haven't got a.
I'll dive down and get the scales. I'll grab you a glass at the same time, sir.
Yeah, Pro Plus is a reason why we talked about the air fryers and that is, I know you've seen Mick's video that he done this week. He's been doing jerky in the oven and the air fryer as well.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah,
very nice it was as well.
And I'm actually thinking about we're going to get a dehydrator. We're actually thinking about doing some fruit jerky and some stuff for Willow because he's a fusspot. And Jess is making a smoker. She made a smoker.
Yeah, I mean they're all the same sort of principle. With the drying, the air dryers, and the smoker, you're removing the moisture. It's always, believe it or not, it's the moisture that's the killer with the bacteria. You're taking that away, and that will make the food last longer because it's not going to spoil because of the multiplication.
Yeah.
Oh,
but yeah, smokers and that. I remember we went down to where's that little place in Devon? The little. We went to Lundy. I told you. We went to a little place where they had the old smoker out near the harbour, and that was
hang on,
great.
it'll come to me in a minute. Yeah, basically, yeah, it was a North Devon fishing village.
I've got flat surface.
Yeah.
Because I've been teared.
Right, we've got that.
That's the main milk.
Let's put that on 0.
Yeah, that's it. We. It's the
311.
little village where you go right down and you can't drive your cars down. And
That'll be maybe. So it was asked about the weight. Sorry,
Owen.
Owen. So the main course there, which was the veal, broccoli, and dolphin was 300. About
311 grams. Yeah.
Yeah.
The bread.
Not bad. That's not bad.
Bread 274 grams.
But that's got meat and there's sausage and that as well in it.
And we'll stick the pudding and the main course on together.
That was it, Clavelli. Thank you, Ray.
Yeah. And there we go. It's another 600 grams.
So I think that's quite.
That's not too bad. It's handleable. When you take that,
Oh dear, sausage.
you compare that to. So.
Hi, Bushcraft Rebooted.
Yeah, so about 300 grams as well.
So you take it single vegetarian all day breakfast British Army issue ration.
Yeah, it's doable.
That is 307 grams.
That's 300. Well, isn't it?
Yeah. Or a Wayfarer chicken tikka rice. That weighs in at. Let's go with a heavy one.
300 again.
The whole pack as well. With the packs, 320 grams. And another one I've got him to try is beef stew and pearl barley. Now this is a fire pot meal, so this is dehydrated.
It's going to be lighter, should be.
That's 140 grams,
Yeah.
but you've got to remember
You've got to carry the water for it.
Yeah.
Or find a decent water
So
source.
inadvertently, I've been pretty much smack on line with these.
Yeah.
300 grams.
Now, that's 280 mils of water that requires. And yeah, so a 500 ml bottle of water is 500 grams. Of course it is. So it's going to be 280 grams for
Plus
the
500.
water.
So it actually works out quite heavy.
Works out quite heavy. Yeah. So
Yeah, we got a fishing boat from Clavelli to Lundy. We hired the boat. Well, Mac did. Mac hired the boat, and there was quite a few of us on it. Went over. To Lundy.
Right. So I run down. Ben's the kind of guy I am. There's mine. I got Jason a nice glass. Yeah.
Tight arse. Tight.
It's a glass.
Bushcraft
You're worried
Rebooted.
about.
You're looking good, and
And that couldn't even barf in that.
Yeah, but you've got a.
Hang on, I'll do that. Pinky up.
Hi, Martin. Great
Hi
to see
Martin, how you doing, mate?
He seems
Hope
to be,
you're good.
he's busy at the moment, so he can be popping in and out.
That's not a problem, mate. Not a problem.
Living Lavu, hello.
Hi, Living Lavu. How you doing, mate? So, yes, a bit of a celebration. Cheers, everybody. And right. So let's get. Thank you, every single one of you, and many people who aren't with us tonight. Thank you for all the support. Wouldn't have got through the last 12 weeks without all you guys as well as we did. The support, the kind words, the thoughts and prayers, it's all positivity. It really, really helps. So anybody out there that is going through similar, you put your hand out, and I'll grab your Bushcraft Sussex. You've got my thoughts, prayers. You're in my thoughts tonight. I'll be thinking of you whilst I'm sleeping.
Sussex has got at the moment. It's got a vixen calling at the bottom of the garden.
Well,
She fancies it, does she?
Yeah,
well,
you know what them vixens, yeah. If you go through your mythology and that might not be a vixen.
Vixen. How much meat do you add?
Yeah. We better slow down a bit.
Yeah,
Take that away from me. Slow down a bit on that, and we'll have some water.
Half a bottle already.
It's good stuff. Treat her nicely because it might not be a vixen.
I'm just nibbling on some grapes tonight rather than having.
Yeah, so it's all going good. It's all very positive. Plans for the future. Right, so according to the Quack, I've still got to take it very, very easy. The biggest concerns for me at the moment is getting a hernia. So although I've healed on the outside very, very well, they every time I see them, I get a right old lecture, don't I? On be careful of that stomach muscles. Be careful. There's multiple layers. They're all sutured. You've got to be really careful. No more than 20 pounds.
It take about a year for the inside to heal up.
So they keep on about that. So again, that I've got to watch. But to start helping that is stretching exercises, which I get the mobility back into it, stretch the muscles, get them all working again.
Right, Scoots lady's just come in. She said, hi, cannot stay. We're going out on a bike ride, but I had to pop in because I knew you were on live right now. Just so happy that you and the benign report.
Scoot lady, thank you very much. When you're hurtling around Chicago today, I want you to smile and wave at people. I want you to shout them, Nicky's all right. It's okay.
See how quick you get arrested.
Sussex was just saying his last name is Foxwell.
Good name.
Yeah.
That's got to be Saxon. That is Foxwell. Yeah, I would say it's Saxon. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, Scoot lady, you have a fantastic day. You enjoy yourselves. And again, my message to everybody, keep smiling for me. Yeah, I've got a big grin on my face. I've been walking around, frightening the life out of the poor little lady doctor who went, I've got some good news.
She was a lovely Asian-looking doctor, but she had this broadest Glaswegian accent ever.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'm going to hug and kiss you.
she panicked.
Yeah. But I put my sensible head on and I said, but I understand that would be politically incorrect.
Owen's got Scoot Lady and his magic binoculars this week.
We're going to watch it. There's a warning to everybody. Just be aware. You could appear on the magic binoculars. I'm going to be watching regularly on the magic binoculars, so you never know who's going to be there.
Yeah, you got Tarzan getting go-cop.
The thing is, the thing that got me actually was poor old Life's a Hobby. He spotted Owen. He spotted Benny on his magic binoculars.
Did he?
He was shouting and waving, and Benny was too busy concentrating on his fire.
Oh right.
So this week I'm going to make sure if I think I'm on the magic binoculars, I'm going to wave and say hello.
Yeah. Tarzan was wheelbarrowing Jane the other day.
Yeah.
Well, is that in the Kama Sutra?
No, it's in his magic binoculars. If you want to be in the magic binoculars, you've got to leave a comment on the last video. All right.
Hiya, Lee. How you doing? Hiya, Lotus Elise. Hiya, Streeter. Oh, this is a Streeter. Okie doke.
Yes.
Living the Bigfoot cracked me up. Bigfoot cracks everybody up. We all love a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
We all love a Bigfoot. Talking of Bigfoots, what's everybody been doing? So everybody go, I see Sam's new video. Yeah, excellent, Sam. Yeah, keep it going. Cheers, mate. Wonderful. Good stuff.
Is he on to it?
Waving works. Yeah, waving works. So,
can you spot a pot noodle? Yeah, that's it. See, Owen, you haven't spotted a pot noodle yet. You know, the little buggers get everywhere. I mean,
cheers, Owen. Give me an idea for tomorrow.
Stealth, you had king pot noodles in your forest the other day, didn't you?
Yeah, Benny is hilarious. Now, so Benny has sent me via WhatsApp his questions. So tonight, I've just gone through the questions. I've only actually got 8 on there. Might just be my error with WhatsApp. But what I'm going to do when we get into what we're on time was now.
20 past.
Yeah, once we get up to about 8 o'clock, I will do Benny's questions for
8
you.
o'clock. We started at 8.
We started at 8, didn't we?
We did.
9 o'clock.
It's 8. Yeah.
8:45. 8:45 as normal. 8:45. So in about 23 minutes, I will do Benny's questions, and then it's going to be. I will be talking the questions. They won't be typed up tonight. This week, I will talk the questions to you, and first rules as always. The first person that answers with the answer that Benny has written in his quest for me will be the one that wins, and the guy that gets the most of these right this week
Or
will
girl.
be up next week. Now, what we're going to start doing, there's a bit of an incentive to you guys. If you're the quiz master, your channel gets a shout out. Hi, Benny Bushcraft.
Hello,
So-
Sticks.
Anybody that wants to dive over and have a look at Benny Bushcraft's channel,
Sticks is in the house.
Sticks
Right.
in the house.
guaranteed to make you laugh, guaranteed to make you smile. Now, this guy does a lot of bushcraft, loves his bushcraft, loves being outdoors. He's a handsome young man with a...
Oh, yes, he is.
Oh, yes, he is. With a very good sense of humour. So, yeah. But I will say, if you've got wee ones, hold them back.
And
from
you
it.
might see his sexy stick.
You never know when you're going to see a sexy stick. You never know.
Johns has said his hot tent pellet stove is supposed to be here on Wednesday, so he's really stoked.
Oh,
Ooh.
excellent, mate. Excellent, mate. Looking forward to that. Hopefully, you're going to be doing a video on that. We'll be looking forward to seeing that. And again, somebody said to me, how do you get all this gear, Mick? Where do you get all your tips from? Where do you know what? I look at what other people have got. I've got a really small budget. I mean, my budget is small. If my budget was any smaller, it would be a Goldcrest. Smallest budget in the Britain. But I was trying to play a pun on words there, budget, but it didn't really work. Sorry, I apologise.
I'm hardly that bottle.
No.
Kaz will slap me later. So where do we go with this? Right, so where was I? Oh, I've forgotten even where I was now. Yeah, so I watch other people's videos and I see and get inspiration from those. So again, if you're doing stuff, right up, give us inspiration. Right. Anybody got anything? I was just waiting.
I was just waiting for you to waffle.
No. Okie doke.
And sexy chair, yep. You got
Yeah.
to remember the sexy chair.
Sticks miss something.
Andy outside, Mick, do you wear budget smugglers? No, mate. No. I'm afraid it's boxers for me, my friend.
Sticks, you
Big
missed
bit
the
of
homemade ration packs.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to check?
No, you have to go back now in the
No,
video.
yeah.
No, it's the lost.
Yeah, so, yeah, where are we going? Right, I'm sort of gone down a corner now, stuck in the corner.
You went back 90 mile an hour and you.
Yeah, sort of hit the brakes. Right, let's have a look at the comments. Let's see where we go through there. T, Andy outside. 5 he gives £5 down his budgie smugglers.
No.
T, do you remember when we were kids, we were always told that, you know, always keep a bit of emergency money tucked away somewhere safe.
No.
Yeah?
No.
Never got told to keep 10p in your sock just in case you need to make an emergency phone call.
No.
Oh.
It's just
No,
even
just
Caroline.
My parents.
Weird ones.
Hey, no, you always used to give them a 2p,
Always had-
put
always
it in
had-
your sock.
Always had 50p for the phone box.
50p?
Yeah.
Expensive where you were then.
There it was.
Yeah, long distance.
Yeah. I used to keep the 50p in reverse.
Oh, reverse job.
Yeah. Well, sweets money, isn't it?
I
Come
remember
on.
getting 20p to go to put in the box when we went to the Baptist Church Sunday school and go to the sweet shop first.
Caroline.
Well,
Kitten.
Yeah.
All right, much stuff I was thinking about backpack. I'll grab it out because I've got some over here. Yeah.
I don't know if anyone does wear a donkey jacket still. I bet they're bloody expensive to buy.
what's that?
Donkey jackets.
Oh, yeah. They're not cheap.
Hard to find these days,
Yeah.
well.
And Lucy's done a video on his Grail bottle. Nice kit, but not cheap.
No, Grail's a very good bit of kit, but again, not cheap. That's the reason I tend to run with the Sawyer myself, is that a little bit more cheap. So, emergency kit that you can vac pack. So, I'm playing with the vac pack.
2 pairs.
So, first of all, things like your trail mix, you can crack that out into a day's or a small portion. Because again, you can buy trail mix quite cheaply, places like Poundland,
And it
but
isn't.
it comes in a plate.
That's definitely vacuum
Yeah,
packed.
a big old bag. But by
Ain't good.
packing it down like that, it just gives me pretty much what I'd call one emergency
This is
scoff
the
worth.
extra bits.
Oh, yeah,
Can we cut off? Yeah.
Other ways of
long
packing.
rolls.
So
Yeah.
I've been looking at different size packs. I've been thinking, right, so I tend to wear a lot of smocks. And smocks always got the shoulder pouch.
We got the Bon Kitchen sealer on Amazon. That was it's $29.99 at the moment. It's got the seal, the vacuum seal, and the pulse, and the accessories as well. 'Cause it's got like a little tube that you can put in stuff.
So in that pack there, which is, you see, not very thick, and again the sides can all fold in, so it can literally pack down to almost nothing. So in that pack there, I've got a packet of scalpels. I've got an antiseptic wipe. I've got a box of matches. I've got 5 cotton wool pads. I've got 4 paracetamol. I've got 5 Piriton allergies, antihistamines, and I've got 4 anti-diarrhea tablets. So all packed away, packed away into nothing there. Now the idea of doing things like that is purely an emergency pack. That's the sort of thing you could throw away in a very small pocket on your person. It takes no weight or size. It's sealed, it's protected, it's waterproof. It's not going to get damaged. But by sucking all the air out, it just compresses it down so much, and it makes it so stiff.
Yeah, we can do trim that.
Yeah. There's even a little tiny sliver of fat wood in there, so you've got a little fire extender. Again, there's another one I did, and that's a wax pad on that one. Windproof matches, cotton pads, water purification tablets. Again, packs away to absolutely nothing. Goes really, really stiff. One of the things I'm going to play with is moulding it. So when I vac pack it, mould it so it's slight curves so it fits into a pocket around something a bit easier.
Yeah, I did see that on the vacuum thing. It actually says to put a book or something underneath it to keep it keeps it flat.
Yeah.
But
And again, sort of a slightly larger one. So in this one, I got a Ziploc bag because I was thinking, well, what if I open my vac pack? Then what do I do? Well, I've got Ziploc. Well, it's in the Ziploc. The Ziploc has the air pushed out of it, so it's not not taking up any excess space. If you open the Ziploc up, again, same thing there. Firelighting aids, water purification aids. One of the things I found worked really,
they've already got the notches in these ones.
Yeah. One of the things I found really worked really, really well in these was cotton pads, cotton balls, because when you suck the air out, they squash nothing. But also that there, you can see the brown there, that was a handful of jute string. I had a ball about that big that I really had stuff in there. And when I sucked the air out of it, it came down to almost nothing. So again, a firelighter extender, you can go a long, long way with. And once that's open, use a Ziploc just to reseal it, keep things dry. But the idea being with that's not something, you're not carrying like 6 months supply in there. This is an emergency backup. It's something simple, like you might not be hiking. You might just want to keep it.
Remember.
Yeah. You might just,
Lawrence, thank you.
Cheers, Lawrence. You might just want to carry it. Now, I'm going to go to the police station with this, with the one with the scalpel blade in it, because I've got a question for them. If a police officer stopped me with that packed up in a pocket up there with the scalpel blade in it, how would they feel about it? No? Bear in mind, it's sealed. It's in that. You can see what that pack's designed to be. Okay, it's an emergency pack. How would they view that? How would they see it? So that's a job for later in the week, is a visit to the police station. Bear in mind, it's not something I'm carrying a knife or something in. Although Kaz has got me a couple, which I was going to do on a video later on. Kaz has got me a couple of very, very thin, small pen knives, and they've literally only got an inch and a half blade. But they are tiny little slim stainless steel pen knives, and I'm going to put one of those into one of these packs with some fire lighting gear, some emergency gear, take that along to the police station and say, what's your view on that? And I want to, what I'm hopefully hearing from them, well, if it's in the pack sealed, mate, in your pocket, ain't really an issue, is it? Because you're not going to whip it out and do something naughty
silly
with
packet,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah, by the time you've gone, excuse me, back off a second. I've just got to get my equipment out. Hang on, it's in here somewhere. Yeah, it's not ready to go to a piece of equipment, and that'll be interesting to see how it goes. But again, vac packing, and that's just I've just started with that. That's
If you think
use
about it, you
imagine you go a long way with it.
Well, yeah, if you get bigger bags, you think, oh, it's clothing. And how much air is inside your clothing when
Yeah,
you
like
put it in a...
Yeah.
like your dry socks.
Yeah.
You'd never get wet socks anywhere in your bag.
No,
if you,
no,
if you,
yeah. Well, that takes me on to another bit of it, which is
You just got a quick message from T.
I had somebody the other day saying about their petrol lighter. They got a petrol lighter which they love because it was left to them by their dad. However, they want to put it in an emergency pack. They want to carry it with them, but the petrol evaporates. Doesn't matter how well you do it, they'll evaporate.
Yeah.
You take a petrol lighter, put it up for 2 weeks, go to it, petrol's out. And I was thinking there, vac pack it.
Yeah.
If you're carrying it as an emergency tool, vac pack it. There's no air, it's no escape.
No.
So it'd be interesting to try all that and see where it goes.
Lawrence is off on his on my his long weekend coming up, so you should get out. That'd be good.
Yeah. Elusive, yeah, you're probably right there. They probably won't answer on the fact that it could possibly cause them grief and they don't want to set precedent. However, I also have a couple of people I know that are serving police officers that they won't give me official voice, but they'll give me the point of view. They'll also give me the legalities, which is what I
because some
actually
have
want.
different ideas, don't they? That
At the end of the day, it's not a lock knife and it's below the minimum length. So
It's not illegal.
No.
It's not legal. So really, you should have no issue with it.
But again, it's about preparing your kit, and it doesn't matter where you are in the world. I've got friends that live in states in America where they're not allowed locking knives, where they're not allowed flick knives, where they're not allowed to carry open blades, where they're not allowed to carry. It all varies. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. There's all sorts of strange little rules and regulations, as our friends in Australia pointed out to us the other day. We can have a slingshot here, but they can't have it in Australia. It's banned. It's illegal.
Really?
Yeah. So wherever you are in the world, there's all sorts of little twists and things. And the best way of dealing with that is to arm yourself with your local knowledge. On my travels over the years, one of the things that I've learned, and I always explain to people when I'm teaching, is the first thing you've got to do is look at local laws, local customs, and local systems. Okay, you've got to know how the law and how the customs vary, sometimes just from village to village, let alone from state to state. And if you're forewarned with that, you know how to protect yourself. It's a simple thing. Fashionable thing at the moment is wearing a shamag. Great, I've got shamags. I wear shamags. They're a great bit of kit.
I've got a white and purple one.
Go away, if you're buying a shamag, go away and do your research, especially if you're travelling into countries where these things are worn regularly, and make sure you're not wearing one that is going to set you up as a target, because again, a lot of these are cultural and tribally related. So different colours and patterns have different meanings. Yeah, so you've got to be a little bit careful. So it's again one of the tools of being a survivalist is find out what's acceptable where you're going. Do you greet the men first? Do you greet the women first? If it's a matriarchal society, the women are going to be in charge. You're going to show them more respect than you show the men. Some countries, putting your feet up, taking your socks off and going, stretch my toes, is going to get you into a lot of trouble. In other places, just showing the palm of your hand can get you into trouble. So again, learn what the cultural differences are wherever you travel.
At least it's just ask you a question.
License to carry a bushcraft. Right, so there is no license for carrying a knife for bushcraft. However, the law in the UK states that you must show justifiable reason. So there are 3 things to avoid with any bladed item that you're carrying with a justifiable reason in the UK. Is one that is anything that could cause concern, upset, or distress to others. Okay, so again, guy across the campsite.
No, he meant make a law.
Oh yeah, it would be a good idea. It'd be a good idea. But the thing is, when you bring in laws, you then bring in restrictions, and it highlights those restrictions. We're in the UK at the moment are pretty lucky with the way our restrictions are worded. If you read it to the letter of the law, which is what you've got to do when you're going to court, is justifiable reason. Bushcraft is seen as a hobby. It's a pastime, fishing. preparing fish, camping. They're all justifiable reasons for having a bladed item with you. Okay, and if you can show that you use it for your practice in a safe and sensible manner, you've not got an issue. Right? Three things that I had it a few years back, and it's one they'll try and trip you up on. If you've got a police officer that really wants to bust you for it, he will use phrases like, "Yeah, I know you're not carrying it as a weapon, mate. I understand that. However, do you think that a reasonably minded person might look at it and see it as a weapon?" Now, if you open up your honest head and your honest, decent head and go, "Well, yeah, I can see how somebody would see it as a weapon," you're nicked. All right? Because then he says, you can see it as a weapon. You've got to stick to your guns and go, "No, no way do I see this as a weapon. If there was violence, I'd throw it on the floor, walk away. It's not a weapon." Okay? That's what protects you in the eyes of the law. You do not 100% see it as a weapon. And again, you can see this all around the world. I see this for my friends in the States. I've had advice from some of them. They've said the same thing. You know, if you're carrying a sheath knife, you're carrying it for hunting. You're not carrying it as a weapon. You're carrying it as a hunting tool. If you're carrying a Leatherman, you're carrying it as a multi-tool. People will quite often try and trip you up with this. Yeah, but you know, it could be seen as a weapon. No, 100% not. It's not a weapon. Okay? I would never see something like as a weapon. If I saw a man carrying a samurai sword, if he's not got that samurai sword drawn, running at me, I'm not seeing it as a weapon. I'm just like, cool, guy's got a samurai sword. However, walking around the streets of the UK with a samurai sword would also set me with what's he up to? But I wouldn't necessarily take it unless he was showing aggression, that it was an aggressive act. And just as dangerous as a broom handle. You know, you walk past the guy in the street, he's walking along with a broom over his shoulder. You don't look at it and go, "It's a bloke with a big stick."
Just was saying she got stopped at Euston metal detectors because she had a knife in her case, but she explained to them she was heading from delivering a bushcraft workshop, and I let her go.
Yeah. Well, you can't get to it anyway in the suitcase.
Yeah.
So.
And you will get police officers that go, "Never heard of that. What's bushcraft?" Okay, and you've got to take it that fine. He doesn't know what bushcraft is. Explain to him. Explain to him. It's a recognised legal pastime and hobby that involves using knives and primitive tools to practice your skills and that. It's the same thing for me when I go into the Scouts. If I go do a demo for the Scouts, one of the things they will say to me is, "Are you bringing a knife with you, Mr. Mitchell?" And quite often, yes, I'm bringing one of my large knives with me to do demos. Right, can you make sure the Scouts don't handle it, don't come up to it, and the rest of it, because they've got safety parameters they've got to follow. So again, you know, you just got to be a bit practical about it. Educate people. That's the best thing. And don't get angry about it. Whenever I come across somebody that goes, "Oh, that should be banned," I'm more driven to go, "Okay, yeah, fine. Why would you think that?" And then I try and explain to them, try and get them to see it from my point of view. And I would say a good 40% of the time, I actually end up with somebody walking and going, "I never realised that. I never knew that." Okay, 60% of them might walk away still with the same opinion. That's their choice. But, you know, rather than shout and get angry, try and calm down.
1972, Andy B is coming.
Hi, Andy B. How you doing? 1972. Good year. That was some good music that year.
I was 7 then.
Yeah.
Maximus, hi.
Hi, Maximus. How you doing, mate? Hope you're good.
I'm sorry, dog. Let's get the dog.
Oh,
Andy outside, yeah. It's only illegal if there's a policeman there.
Yeah.
Exactly. But this is the other thing. Black Belt Barrister, there's a channel that's worth looking at. He's given loads of advice on these sort of things. And
lovely, thank you.
Bear in mind, he is a barrister. He knows his stuff. So it is well worth going over and having a look at. Don't trust people that, and we see it all the time on YouTube, you see people going, yeah, but if I was a sovereign citizen, you see, they can't do this to you because I'm a sovereign citizen. There's a lot of idiots out there giving some really ridiculous information that will get you into a lot of trouble.
The Weird Bros Bushcraft, that Chris?
That is. That's Twigs.
Twigs.
Hi, Twigs. How you doing?
I don't think it is. I think it's her dad.
Right, let's.
That's her dad because it's using the same things that he uses.
Right, so I'm gonna bring up Benny's questions. Benny, I don't know why I've only got 8 of your questions on here tonight, so it's going to be an 8-question quiz tonight. These questions are all posed by Benny. I have the answers here. I have the answers here, and the first person to cut the correct answer each time is going to be the winner. I will grab a pen.
Remember, Stealth, Benny's questions this week. So
yeah. These are Benny's questions. These aren't my questions. These were
Kiwi.
Benny's questions. They're open to anybody, and whoever wins it, you get to be the quiz master next week. And basically, your channel will get a shout out like Benny's did at the beginning of the evening.
Just one question, Ren. Hi, Ren. He's asked, how flammable are the vacuum bags? Thinking of a single-use fire starter, just light it afterwards.
They would melt. They are a plastic.
No, but using it as a fire starter.
Oh, fire starter. Oh,
we'll try that tomorrow.
We will try it tomorrow.
Thank you for that, Ren.
Ren, that'll be part of my video tomorrow.
I mean, obviously, we don't promote melting plastics, really.
But
we will give it a go.
But so thinking of a single-use fire starter.
Yeah, that's good thinking. I like that. Thinking. Outside the box. Well done, Red.
Yeah, don't do it like.
Right,
but,
so
I mean, because you could, in theory, have a bit of a taper coming out at the end.
Yeah.
And just we'll.
Steph wants to know also if it's Benny's quiz, do you have to swear? No, you have to say sexy. Everything is sexy. Sexy chair, sexy stick.
I will try. I will endeavour to do my best, Benny, but I will try and keep the language.
One question at a time, and the first person to answer gets the point.
Right. I should do one question at a time. First person. Okie doke. It's all right. So these quizzes are just for fun. There are no prizes, but the winner gets to be the quiz master for the following week. And the tradition is that you will come up with 10 questions, 10 answers, and at 8:45 the following week, you'll give me the nod and you'll be posting them up here. Now, it is helpful if you can actually contact me beforehand and let me know what your questions and answers are, purely and simply to make sure I'm not vetting, but yeah. It's my channel and I've got to be a little bit careful. Anyhow, so here we go. Question number 1 from Benny. Hi guys, how are you doing out there? Well, sexy stick. First question for you chaps. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
And there was silence.
There was silence.
Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
You can. Anyone who's just shouting at the screen, you can tap it out. Because it's scary.
No. Because he was
sexy as fuck.
Bob 67. Well done.
Hi, Bob.
Bob 67 got it. Because he was outstanding in his field.
Bob.
Well done, Bob. Question number 2. Right, you're going to have to be quick on this one, guys. And I warn you now, you will have to be quick.
I mean, you will.
Oh, yes, you will. What do you call a fish with no eyes? What do you call a fish with no eyes? There we go, guys. Question 2.
Dennis. Well done, T.
Well done, T.
No, it was.
What was it?
The first one was Andy outside.
Andy outside.
No, he still had the eye in there.
No, he didn't.
Did he not?
No.
FSHD. Well done, Andy outside. Right. Question 3.
A tennis ball.
Question 3. Right. What did the left eye
Hi,
say to the right eye? I repeat, what did the sexy left eye say to the sexy right eye?
Grab your coat, love your pulled.
No. No. Nope. Nobody's got it yet. No. No. Yet. No. Nobody's got it yet. No. Not yet.
No, see, last week the answers were like.
Knocking them out there.
No. No.
Between you, what did the left eye say to the right eye?
Andy.
Almost Andy. I think we'll give that to
Yeah.
Andy. I'll give that to you, Andy. The
Andy.
answer was between you and me, something smells.
Yeah.
Oh, and who was that? That wasn't Andy outside.
That was
it?
Andy 72.
Andy 72. All right.
1972.
72.
Oh, he
Righty
crossed.
ho. All right. We are on question number 4.
Oh, yes, we are.
Oh, yes, we are. Well done. What do you call a lazy kangaroo? What do you call a lazy kangaroo?
Yes, Crow cross.
And I do apologise. These are obviously out the Christmas crackers.
No can do.
Well done, T.
Yay! Pouch potato.
A pouch potato. Yeah, I do apologise for that on behalf of Benny. Right, question number 5. And you're going to have to be quick on this one, guys. You're all going to get it
Your
straight
sexy
away.
Sticks ready.
Okay. What do you call a cow with no legs? What do you call a cow with no legs?
Dinner. You certainly got the room fired up. Hi, Graham.
Hey, Martin. Well done,
Martin.
mate.
Ground beef. The answer is ground beef.
Ground beef. Benny, you sick puppy. Okay, right, I found some more questions here, so there we go. Let's keep going with this. Okay. From Benny. Why did the bicycle fall over? Why did the bicycle fall over?
Yeah, Jess, it's because Benny did it.
It's all Benny's questions.
Yeah.
He's obviously got not a lot to do on him.
Nearly Pro Plus. In fact, I'll give that to Pro Plus. The answer was it was too tired. Sorry, Martin. I'm going to give that to Pro Plus. He was just close enough, and just in front of you. So the bicycle didn't stand up because it was too tired.
Yeah, you can. They have got a certain Benny feel about them, haven't they? Yeah.
Right. Question number 7. What has an eye but cannot see? What has an eye but cannot see? Pro Plus, well done.
Oh, straight in there.
Yeah, straight in there.
Fish.
Oh, okie doke.
Potatoes, yes. Sexy potatoes at that.
Okay,
It's sexy.
Can anybody tell me, this is the next one, what is the national animal of Scotland?
Don't
This
say potato.
is more about the Scottish than anything else. Haggis.
Well done, Stealth.
Stealth got it. Unicorn. A chinchilla. Mm.
So I'll put zebra. Life's a hobby.
Yeah.
And 9, lastly, number 9, last question.
It's actually a proper question.
What was Facebook originally called? What was Facebook originally called?
What? Oh. Struggling there.
Yeah. I believe he's still FaceTime. Where's the space?
We're going.
Yeah,
It threw me, this answer. It absolutely
Yeah.
threw me. I've not looked up to verify it because these are Benny's questions, but it did throw me.
It's
Because
nothing
it's
to do with
something you see
space.
quite regularly now.
Yeah.
No.
Nearly.
It's
Grind.
face mash. It
Right.
was supposed to be a dating site.
So what we'll do, because we've got pretty good results
Yeah.
here, I'll
Yeah.
give you the answer that Benny's given me, because otherwise I think we'll be here all night.
Yeah, with the mashing and the fans.
It was originally, according to Benny, it was originally called Meta, META. So there we
and face mash. Only fans.
go. I'll put that down as Mick. Mick answered one tonight. Woohoo!
You knew the chuffing answer.
And so there we go. That was Benny's quiz from tonight. And I will sit here and tot up the. Right, so
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of answering there.
one.
Yeah, Andy said it's Meta now.
Is
Does
it?
come forward? Yeah, I don't know.
No idea.
So it's probably
Don't
come full
know.
circle. Must have come full circle.
Yes, what
So,
FU crew said.
one there. One there. 2 there. There we go.
Yeah, it's Facebook back Meta, Facebook, and then back to Meta again.
Ah, interesting stuff. Right, so we have a winner tonight. So I should go through the scores for you in no particular order. Bob 67, 1 point. Andy outside, 1 point. Andy 1972, 1 point. T, 1 point. Martin from Tech MOD Tech, 1 point. Kitten Killer, 1 point. Me, they've taken a point away from me because I saw the answer. But Pro Plus Kid,
Yay!
you got 2 points. You're the winner. Next week, you are going to be the quiz master.
Yeah.
Well done. Congratulations, Pro Plus. Well done. Fantastic. I hope you all enjoyed that.
No, night, Ray. He's got to go now.
Good night, Ray. Have a good night, mate. Hope it goes well. Pro Plus Kid takes a bow. I like that. I like your style, my friend. I like your style. That's the way to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need the history of
So,
Facebook.
yeah.
Go.
Yeah. So
You're
basically,
looking up the answers.
Pro Plus, what
Yeah.
you'll do is as you're aware, go away, find 10 questions, answers of your choice, but try and bear in
What do you
mind that
call
we
a dog with tongue?
have people all over the world, and
Of course.
we have people
Uh,
with different understandings. If you're, what my point is if you're a physics major, please don't give us 10 physics questions on theology, the distance of Uranus from whatever, and that, because quantum physics is just boring. I hate quantum physics. It just drives me up the wall.
Hi, Alexandra in the Northern Territories.
Hi, Alexander. Hope you're good there, mate. So, Alexandra, I don't know if you saw, but I got a good result on my cancer diagnosis. It was a benign tumour. It's out now. It's gone away, and all is good for Mickey. Theodores.
Yeah.
No, I don't mind. I love physics.
Progress, my brother is a rocket scientist.
Yeah. I got qualifications in physics. The only qualifications I did get. Failed at maths and English, but hey, I did well in physics. But I find quantum physics absolutely mind-numbingly. It's just out there. Lots of little holes, times, differentials, dimensions, and all the rest of it. It gets quite dry.
Yeah, he designs propulsion units for all satellite rockets and that. So when the things for the GPS and that go up, he designs all the engines for them.
All propulsion systems.
Yeah.
History. You know, you say that bushcraft Sussex. History is probably one of the most or least respected of the sciences, and I do say it is a science, but it's probably one of the most important things you can learn. History is circular. What goes around comes around. It may change, the technologies and that all vary, but history is relevant, especially when you look at human nature and you look at nature itself. It's all cyclic, all cyclic. Hey, FU crew, yeah, me and you there too, brother. Let's face it, I left school with the ability to milk a cow and clean out the injectors on a Massey Ferguson. So it's
yes, Graham. I've already got the next MRE pack for the next. We'll be doing that film that probably this week to go out for next week.
Yeah. And tomorrow, me and Jace are going to the woods, and we're doing a little video where we're going to throw in
Andy,
some homemade MREs, kit, equipment around that sort of thing. And I'm also going to do a bit of cooking with jerky. So again, just to make something a bit interesting. Hopefully, in the next 3 or 4 weeks, they will give me the all clear for driving again, and the fitness will start. I can start really sort of pushing the fitness, and we'll be back to doing. I don't know
how long you've been in the chat today, Graham, but if you watched back to the beginning, Jason actually made some his own ration packs, so they're going to be filming that in the woods tomorrow. So that'll be a new one as well.
Hopefully that'll be up for you guys for Thursday.
But he enjoyed the one. But yes, I've already think I found the next pack for after that. But did notice that trying to buy some of these the MREs, some of the ones like humanitarian ones are like 60 quid for 24-hour ration pack. They really are, and they're getting really naughty because what they're doing is a lot of the 24-hour one, they're breaking them down and selling them as a single meals, aren't they? So
the excuse is they're having to take the hexamine out. Got news for you, boys. There is no hexamine in the new ration packs. There are no cook sets in the new British Army ration packs. So why are you breaking them down?
If anyone, as Max has said, if anyone wants the Firestones, let him know. Send an email to us, and we'll pass it on to Maximus for you.
Remind me to do that. Maximus, thank you for that. I will. One of the cooking systems that I'll be using tomorrow will be your Firestones, my friend, because absolutely brilliant. I've been playing with them and testing them, and they do work absolutely fantastic. Over the moon with them.
Well, Jess, the cheapest found so far is about £14, £15. That's a UK one, but the ration packs I've been looking for more the foreign types, but I have seen the Chinese one for £17.99, but you can get them for between £10 and £15, depending on if you don't mind them being out of date. Some of them are in or just gone out of date, but
And the other thing is to remember with ration packs. Now, I have eaten ration packs 10 years out of date, okay, with no problems at all. Yeah, you got to be a little bit more selective when you open things. If it smells funky, don't do it. But British Army rations funky. But no, most British Army rations. I can't speak for other militaries, but I know the British Army
You're welcome,
rations
Jess.
are designed as survival rations. They are designed and put together with a best before date. However, there's always been the theory that if troops got trapped behind the lines, if they ended up somewhere stuck, that the rations in theory should be able to last them for years. So they are designed to go well beyond their best before date. So don't worry about that too much.
Lawrence was saying he got the electric lighter you got, and he's really impressed. He liked it. He loved it.
Good bit of kit. Yeah, I am impressed with that. That is a good bit of kit. It works it works better than I thought it would. I'd not had a lighter that worked on electronic pulse, and basically all my lighters before that have been fuel-based lighters, but it works well. And the torch on it, mate, is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, they're quite hard to find, and some of them, I mean, I don't mind buying a ration pack a month, but even 60 quid is a bit of a push.
Yeah. You have to shop around it.
Yeah.
I mean, at the moment, there's a lot of rations being sent to certain countries that are in need. And so it gets a bit more difficult to find them. And the UK one, so I was chatting to Tommy today because, again, I was trying to scrounge, was a military thing, you scrounge. And he said, "What are you after?" I said, "Well, I'd like to know what the most popular menu, the one that makes guys go, I'm having that, is in the British Army today. And I also want to know what the most hated menu is." I said, "And if there's a chance of cadging the best menu and the worst menu."
But it seems that everything now is mainly all curries and that. Before it wasn't
tuna
like that,
pasta.
And he said that the most unpopular one at the moment is the vegetarian. Apparently, that's not a popular one. He said, "I can get you."
Yeah, I looked in the prepper shop, but they haven't really got. They got lots of the British ration packs, but not so many of the foreign ones. I had to look for all the different ones, and yeah. Yeah, if you just let them know, Jess, I will sort that out between you and Max.
North Korean one, it's just turning, isn't it?
One of them, we did notice that certain countries, it was fish.
Yeah.
Fish.
I would not like to eat it. It's been sat around for
I'll
years.
have a look at that, Lawrence. Yeah.
Lost.
If you crews asking about it, so I might have. Oh, yeah, to get out. To get, it's probably in the pocket of my jacket.
That's it. Kitten's got. He keeps a gas powered soldering iron as an emergency last resort fire starter.
They're not bad, those little gas powered ones.
Right. If you were going camping for 2 days, what would you bring? A lot of meds for a start. Probably my Whoopie, because I like my Whoopie. I'd probably have noodles. There's not a lot of the MRE meals I actually really like.
Sorry, Jason.
But Maximus says to tell you not to forget. Don't forget to soak the firestones twice.
Yeah. So what I've done, Maximus,
I'll have to think about that, Owen.
the tub, I keep topping the tub up so they basically stay lubricated, shall we say. So one of the things
that's another thing that you could do. They prep them up and then vacuum seal them. You wouldn't have to worry about that.
Good thinking. So one of the things Kaz found me this week, we all have kit. We all carry our kit with us. And I'm always looking for
It's-
cheap, affordable, and sensible options.
Good idea, something too.
So Kaz found these on Temu. That's a 5 litre waterproof
I think it's about
foldable bag.
£3.
Okay, for £3. Now, I tested this by inflating it, blew it up, got it under some pressure, and then left it with a book on it overnight. It didn't decrease at all, so it's not it won't leak. And I said, they don't shrink down as small as some of the lightweight material ones, but these are pretty much industrial strength. And at the moment, that's a 5 litre. That was £3 on Temu. And it's what I did like about it is it's got a bucket base on it. It's not a flat base. So one of the bonuses with this is you can roll it over, fold it down, and you've got a bucket. Or if you needed to collect water, you've got a water collection system. Fold it over,
top hat.
and you could be carrying water. Now it also doubles up as a pillow in an emergency.
Yeah, Matt Martin uses those.
Yeah. Now, Kaz has found that on Temu at the moment they're doing all sorts of sizes of these.
Yeah, there's 5, 10, 15, 20, and 30 litre.
Yeah. So I've ordered pretty much one of each, and I'm going to be chucking them out now. Waterproof bags. You get people like them. You get people hate them. I like them. I mean, a 5 litre bag like that, stick your dry kit in. Wonderful. Your dry kit staying dry. You squash the air out of it, seal it up. It's done. Same thing with sleeping bags. Same thing with your dry clothes. Same sort of thing. It's protecting your kit. The nice thing is as well, they come in different colours, so you can colour code your gear. Grab the orange one, grab the blue one, whatever you needed. But another important use for these, and this goes back to my military days, is these are life preservers. Okay, these heavy duty ones.
Cheers, living the roof.
Not only will they keep moisture out, but they will trap air in. These make a brilliant improvised air flotation device. Okay, and even when it's got things like your clothes in it and you've not sucked all the air out, packed away into your bag or your sack is going to give you a flotation aid. So, well worth having. And I've seen these for years, sold for ridiculous prices. I mean, some of the ones they sell for the canoeists, they can be £50 or £60 for these bags. These are quite cheap and affordable. And I'm not saying they're going to be as good quality, but at the moment I can't find anything wrong with it. It's not failed on me. And for the cost of it, yeah.
Can you pass me those sealed things again?
Yeah. There's some nuts.
Yeah, Alex. What Vic's done is he said about putting some nets in the vacuum seals, because he does. He's got 2 head nets, and see what he's done is he's put alcohol pads, matches, and there's tablets in there. That one he's got wax pads. What's that one? Jute twine, and that one's got meds in as well. You just want to see what he could put in each of them. But yeah, good idea.
It's a great way of packing your meds away or your emergency meds
away. Stealth just said, he said, why didn't I think about using one there as a pillow? There's the piggy bags.
What? Stealth? Come on, mate. First.
Stealth, come on.
The first thing I did when I got it, it might be a Royal Engineer thing, but the very first thing I did on it, and it's quite sturdy plastic, but the very first thing I did with it was got air trapped in it and sat on it. Okay, because my instinct was, oh, yeah, that could be a lot easier than sitting on the ground.
Yeah, Alex was saying he rides an adventure motorbike out there in Australia.
Yeah,
and those dry bags are a must.
Yeah, they will keep out. They don't just keep out the moisture; they will keep out
dust,
sand,
rain, and monsoon. Yeah.
Other uses they have that you might not have thought about. Okay, and there are many uses to these things, because it's quite often just think outside the box. Improvised chef's hat. But no, if you have somebody that's got a burn, burn their hand. It's a bad burn on their hand. Dump the water in that. put their hand in it, tape it to their arm, keep their arms, their hands submerged in the water.
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be done for that. Sucking chest wounds, replaced over a sucking chest wound. It can be used as an improvised splint. So again, if you wrap them up in it, use the air in it, and then bind that to somebody with your duct tape or your bandages, whatever. It'll work as an improvised splint. It'll help to keep two bones aligned. So again, 101 uses, but you just got to think outside the box.
Jess uses dry bags in the Scottish weather. Kitten uses the 40-litre ones in his panniers on his motorbike.
Yeah.
El Croc said the best dry bags he's found are on budget are from Lomo.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, once it's
hard routine toilet. Yeah.
Yeah. And again,
even in El Croc,
folded up sensibly, packed away. That's not a lot of space, is it? Even if it's a case that I finished off the kit that I had in that sales carrying rations or something.
I found another use for it. You get any mozzies around the cab?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, people saying stupid things.
Colour
Drinking too much meat.
You can buy these at the market. You can buy these quite cheaply on Temu at the moment, in varying sizes. They come colour coded,
I think
so you can then colour code your kit. So you can go in and literally go. If you buy 3 5 litres, you can go water 1, blue, food, orange.
Yeah, the other ones I've ordered some are camouflage. I mean, blue camo, orange, red, and those ones have actually got the straps as well, so you can wear them on your back.
They've also got a hook on them. So the other nice thing is when you're in camp, okay, and you've got your kit out and you've got your tarp up, your hammock up and that, you can then take your bags of various kit, like your food.
Yeah, Lefty, they're brilliant on Temu. I think
hang it up on a line.
Yeah, I've got myself I think it's 20-litre coming. It's the 15 or 20-litre because it'll fit on the back of my mobility scooter. So I mean, I can put stuff in there without it getting wet.
Lefty, yeah. I was a bit of a doubting Thomas when Kaz first showed them to me because I've seen these making silly money. But yeah, I've got no complaints at all. They're plastic seam welded on the base, and the rest of it is a solid pack. So there's nowhere really for it to leak.
Really good quality. They're really. The stitching is fantastic, and they're quite. It's almost like it feels like it's almost like a slightly padded.
PU coated, I would say. Yeah.
But yeah, they are really good, Lefty.
Yeah.
It's always like they got a double skin, so I can imagine that. Yeah.
So. Yeah, and for the price of them, like I say, okay, you can go and buy a Berghaus version of this, and it's going to cost you, upwards of 30, 40 pounds, or you can buy 2 or 3 of these Temu ones.
We've used Temu a lot, and it's brilliant. If they're late, they tell you a date that you're going to get it. If it doesn't arrive on that date, they actually give you a credit bonus. I mean, over here, it's in the UK, it's £4. I don't know what it is in America. If you don't like the item, if it's damaged or it's no good, in the UK, we can send it back, 1 item per thing, free.
No quibbles. We've had to send a couple of items back. They've never once argued. They've never once quibbled. They've never once moaned. It's always been, no problem. We'll credit your account, and the account has been credited pretty much straight away.
I used to use AliExpress. I don't use as much now, and I can't remember what other one there was, but yeah.
They worked out quite reliable for us, quite efficient. I've got no complaints there. Even on a large item I bought, which was the cook's the fire pit. And that was a big old item. It was a few quid, and it came, and I opened the box, and the quality of the build was absolute rubbish. Did a video on it. It was just dangerous.
Oh yeah,
and there was no.
So you get $5.
Yeah, there was no quibble, no moaning or anything, was there? It was like, put it back in the box. We'll pay the postage. Send it back to us. We'll recredit your account. Really sorry about that. But they also explained to us they are. Right, so Temu is not the business that actually produces the items. They are a marketplace business. So what happens for them when it goes wrong, a company goes to them and says, look, there's a sample of what we're selling. They look at the sample, they go, yep, fine, we're happy with that, we'll sell it. It gets advertised and sold on their marketplace. If that company then decides to cut costs by producing something inferior and selling it as the same item, not only if they get the complaint, it's get returned to them. Not only does it get returned to them, team will give you your money back, but they will then look into it, and if need be, turn around to that supplier and say no more. You're done.
Well, it's like you and Chris both got those log stoves from Temu, and they are
no complaints.
Yeah,
no complaints. Yeah. You have got extra tariffs, unfortunately, but then bows and arrows, isn't it? So at the end of the day, cheap imports don't always help local business. One of the things I've said to you in the past about Britain, and if we didn't buy the cheap imports, would British businesses then pick up that? Or could we create that level of industry within the British Isles so that we could replace those goods? Don't think we could. Don't think we're getting up for it.
No.
And we've all got very used to being able to get things like that dirt cheap through Chinese manufacturing. But yeah, I agree. I would like to see more investment in my own country into British goods. I would like to see the British car industry grow again. I'd like to see Triumph back on its feet, Norton, BSA.
Yeah.
You know, modern versions, not the old, but...
Kiwi, you're repeating yourself, love. Yeah, a lot of people don't like the idea of Temu and that and AliExpress and that because it's from China, but the majority of stuff comes from China anyway, doesn't it? So,
well, the majority of parts and items within stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at a car, I've no doubt, I don't own an American car, but I know from foreign motorcycle days, you start looking at internal components and you find out that although the motorcycle may be made in one nation, the bits that came for the electronics, the bulbs, the lights, the switches are all produced in China.
We've got our said about making it out of jerry can. We've got it's an old gas canister, isn't it? We've someone made we've got a stove for the garden.
Yeah. And that's the point. I was watching an article today. Okay, so a word of warning to you guys out there: if you've got Cala gas bottles, okay, or gas bottles in the UK, I can't speak for elsewhere in the world, but in the UK at the moment, the companies that own them, which are Cala mainly, and they're now prosecuting people for disposing of them incorrectly. The gas bottle always belongs to the gas supplier, the company. You cannot use them to make fire pits and things like that. That is illegal. You can buy them disused from them, and they're actually stamped, I believe, to say it's been disposed of by Cala. So if you suddenly find you've got an old gas bottle and that,
we were watching a program earlier, and nearly all of them are going out into Africa.
Yeah.
They're getting shipped out from the UK.
Yeah, they're losing 5 million a year through missing bottles. And one of the issues is people have a gas bottle in their garden. They're like, what am I going to do with it? Well, in actual fact, all you've got to do is take it to anybody that is a gas supplier, walk in and go, I'm done with it, and hand it back to them. And if you hand it back to them, they'll take it free of charge, goes on their rack, goes back to Cala. You don't have to take it down a tip or throw it over the hedge.
But if you've still got the receipt, you get your money back for the bottle.
You get your 34 quid back for the bottle. So
we're watching a thing that's about fly tipping. There's saying the amount of
bottles
get fly tips is
Well, that's it. People lose the receipt for the deposit bag, and they go, I can't be asked what I'm going to do with this. The dump don't take them, obviously, because they might still have gas in them, so they just
chuck them in the hedge. Yeah. All they've got to do is take it round here to the local petrol station and go, I'm done with that.
Done with it. Give it back to Cala.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to read through the comments. Oh, yeah, you could definitely make tent stoves out of old jerry cans and ammo boxes. There's some very good
Hi,
videos.
Rooksfoot. How are you doing?
Hiya, Rooksfoot. Yeah, they're not allowed to take what. It's because the gas canisters aren't the
Sorry,
property of the person that owns it.
Taking his
So if you
tail.
take a gas canister to the tip, it's actually private property. It belongs to Calagas. So when you sign a contract with, I had a forge, so I ran my forge for years. I had to sign a contract with
Night,
Cala for my
Lawrence.
gas bottles, and basically you buy your first bottle. After that, all I needed to do is take it to anywhere that did Calagas, hand the bottle in, and buy the gas for the new one, and all you pay for is the gas. The theory is the bottle always belongs to them, so that stays in circulation, just getting refilled. And when you sign your contract, you sign that agreement that you don't own the bottle, you just own the liquid gas within it. So what happens when it ends up at the tip are like, well, we can't do anything with that because it belongs to Cala. Unfortunately, what's happened with the gas companies for years, they've deemed it too expensive to bother picking them up from the council yards. The council yards now got 10,000 gas canisters that, they can't do anything with.
No. There was a shortage of bottles
Mr.
at one
D's
point,
in the
wasn't there?
house.
Who's?
Mr. D.
Hiya, Derek. How you doing?
Like your video on the jackets earlier on.
The market bet that
Oh,
50.
Thank you, Derek.
Yeah, nearly hit it.
You're saying beautiful results from the doctor.
Mate, it was, Mr. D. It was a fantastic result. Yeah. Unfortunately, you got all put up with me for longer. Yeah. Ain't got rid of me this easy.
Yes, the video was filmed from Jason's lovely car.
Yes, back in the Range Rover.
Yes.
It was in the Range Rover.
Yes.
Because it's in, what's the colour of that green? Is it Royal British Green or something? British Racing Green or something like that? Balmoral Green or something?
Proper engine in it.
I can't remember what it is.
You know, tan leather seats and proper British green. And I was waving to people. I was like, I just came back from the hospital.
Oh, it's all limo blacked out on the back, though, isn't it?
Yeah. All limo down. They couldn't see me. I'm going, hey, hello, you little people walking down the road in the rain. How you doing? I see you're driving your children to school with a stick. Wonderful. Keep it up. Keep it up. That's what I like to see. Little parishes. Once they've finished at lunchtime, bring them to the factory.
Mick's mum used to have a Mark 10 Jag that was in British Racing Green.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those peasants, I know.
Yes. I love green. I do love green. These guys will tell you, what colour do I want to paint?
Everything.
Like?
Everything. NATO green.
Olive drab. NATO green. It's the greatest colour everywhere. I paint a Land Rover NATO green. I feel a warmth inside me, a throbbing, a pulsing of energy rises through me.
Did you say he?
Yes.
All right. I give Caroline the paint and the brush. She paints it.
Every year, the Land Rover, the lightweight, and the Series 3. Every year, when it was time to paint it, mwah.
I had Caroline on the camp one weekend painting one of my Land Rovers for me, and she's doing a lovely job. I mean, literally no brush strokes were seen.
Green is the best colour.
Really, really good. And one of the chaps walked in from a military unit, and he looked at her and he goes, "We've got a tank on our gate. There's a gate guard.
You go,
coming and painting that for me, yeah."
As I was laying underneath this lightweight, painting on the bottom of it away. Yeah.
So they were trying to commandeer her to go and paint up a chieftain tank for them.
You need a roller rather than a...
Yeah, Sussex was saying that he likes blue because it's the only colour he can see properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've now got a CRV, but before that we had a Disco 3. We've had Disco 1s, Disco 2s, we've had the lightweight Defenders, we've had a Range Rover that was it was a gas one.
Yeah, we had an Australian Spec 110 Parenti, didn't we? The Isuzu engine and the automatic gearbox. That was amazing. You Aussies, Parenti, that's the way to go.
We've had a lot of Land Rovers.
Yeah.
A lot of 109, 110s. 88,
Series 2,
90s,
3. The only pretty much I had everything right up to
Freelanders.
I had everything right up till about 2004, 5. The only thing I never had that was early was a Series 1.
We've had Disco 2, we've had Disco 1,
Yeah.
a lot of Disco 1s.
Never had a Disco 4. We've had
No.
Disco 3.
There's a D4 going around North Camp at the moment. It is spotless white.
Yeah.
It looks like it's only just come out the showroom.
And again,
We've
on
had,
top of that, we've also had Daihatsu 4 tracks. We've had Isuzus. We've had
Agree there.
Toyotas. We've had Suzuki's. We've had Ladas. All 4x4s. We've pretty much been through the range. If you want to know what's an older 4x4 like to drive, I can tell you. Drafty, cold,
He
drippy.
nearly whenever he gets a car that he's going to paint, he's always Nato green.
Nato green.
Motorbike, Nato green.
Your caravan box.
It's the best colour in the world.
Nato green. Yeah,
It is.
and our trailer for that.
I wanted to repaint this room. You see the walls? Originally, it was going to be NATO green. Certain people went no,
No, because if
so
when we
dark
move, it would
yeah, it'd be a pain in the arse to
We'd
repaint.
never have
I
painted
accepted that. But I will say to you, there was a period, wasn't there, where I found a friendly storeman within the MOD. And I walked in one day, like you do, with a slab of 24 cans. And he went, "What are you after, Mickey?" And I went, "NATO green paint. Can you get me a can?" He went, "Yeah, I can. I've got some anti-IR, anti-infrared NATO green. It'll be fine for your Land Rover. Paint your Land Rover with it. It's all right." So I went back and I painted the Land Rover top to bottom, wheels, bumpers, you name it. The Land Rover's full olive drab all over. Brilliant. 2 days drying out. Now, my route home was, this is about 22 miles, up
exactly kitten.
one narrow road with no turnings. Unfortunately, at this period, it had 3 sets of traffic lights along it where they were doing forestry operations. And at 10 o'clock at night, when you're the only vehicle on the road, sat there for 45 minutes because the traffic lights go, "There's nothing there. There's nothing there." There's nothing there. I actually got to the point where I figured out that it was the anti-IR paint wasn't giving a reflection. The sensor on the traffic light wasn't picking me up.
Yeah.
So I'd pull up to a red light, get out, stand in front of the Land Rover, wave my arms, run back, get in the Land Rover. The light had changed and I could progress.
Yeah, Alexander was saying the white Toyota doesn't fade in the sun. See, we've had 2 white Disco ones.
Yeah, if you're going to have a Disco, have a white one.
They called it Foxy because it was Foxy white,
Yeah.
Arctic white.
Yeah, if you're going to have if you want the best colour for a Discovery, white. Our white ones, I don't know what it is. It's right. Out of our Land Rovers, the green ones were always good ones.
Yep.
White ones were superb. Gold ones were rubbish.
And blue.
And blue. Don't have a blue one.
No.
I've had no luck with blue ones. I've had no luck with gold ones. Red ones, cool.
It reminded you, it was like the Sierras.
Yeah.
We had every blue Sierra we had.
But we say that. We never had one that was the same blue as Roman Race, which was a metallic. We always had like the dark royal blue, and that. I think in the factory they just like when they're putting them together, the Land Rover factory, they're like, "Today we're making a load of blue ones."
We've had a couple of the.
It's strange, isn't it? Because most cars I've ever had have always been red.
Yep.
Always been red.
Yeah, Andy. We had a like burgundy red Freelander 1, and we let our oldest son have it. And what he did was all the plastic on it, he painted in Arctic camo.
Oh,
it looked really smart.
Stealth's got the best stealth vehicle in the world.
Yeah,
Stealth. You can't call it an old VW Touran. They are awesome, mate. I've had 3 or 4 of them. I've had 3 or 4 of them, and the Charans. They are like the ultimate. The Charan, especially, is the world's ultimate stealth vehicle. Take them seats out, mate. There you go. You might as well have a VW bus. Beautiful. They are great.
Dee was saying that a friend of his in LA had 75 Land Rovers for the 50 to 2000s.
Wow, he's got a collection of them.
Yeah. But again, I love Land Rovers. This is the thing.
But they are money pits.
I love Land Rovers, but as Caroline says, they are money pits.
And it's not just
deep pockets.
It's not just the buying stuff to fix them. It's all the
the maintenance.
All the bits and pieces you add on. Like our Freelander had the dog guards on the back that came up. When they put the
2-inch
windows
lift.
down, it was lifted. It had the metal plates on the bonnet and the roof and roof
body
rack.
protection.
Mine was 700 quid for metal bumpers, winch bumper, 500 quid for the winch.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's just those shoes.
Land Rovers.
And then you got the tank guards and the diff guards.
They become a project in their own right, a bit of fun in their own right. And again, it's one of those things. If you're going to have it, the great thing about a Land Rover and a lot of the 4x4s, they're like a Lego kit.
No,
bolt on, bolt off.
Yeah, you can do those.
Lois, what a pink Land Rover is not really pink. It's the SAS used to use, and they call them pinkies.
Yeah,
they're
so 2 vehicles that we used for.
And I'm a female. I hate pink. I really hate pink.
Pinkies and dinkies.
Yeah,
right? Pinkies are 110s, 130s. Dinkies are 90s.
Oh, right.
So basically, in the desert, you would have
desert camo.
You'd have a couple of 110s. If you were a reconnaissance, you might have a couple of dinkies, which were the 90s, stripped down the same way because, again, they were just small as possible, as economical as possible. And then usually you'd have a mother vehicle, which could be something like one of the Broughtons. It could be a Unimog, something like that, which carried the main load and then sat back a little bit. And the people often say to me, why pink? Well, you don't move during the day. You don't move during the dark. But you set up dusk and dawn, and in the desert, pink blends in really well in dusk and dawn. Okay, so that's where that comes from. Yeah.
Pink desert boots.
Like pink desert boots. Almost. When we get into desert boots, right. So.
But some of the armies out in the desert, they do have pink in their uniform, in their
it blends into the sunrise and sunset.
Frost Kid said it stand like a sore from in Peckham.
Does, but I tell you what, everybody says, "Oh yeah, I laugh at a pink Land Rover." You're not going to laugh at my pink Land Rover. We've got smoke dischargers, grey dischargers, a 50 cal mounted on the roof. A GPMG mounted over the bonnet, right, and the warriorest buggers you've ever seen in your life mounted on it.
I don't know, but tomorrow, Jason and Mick are going out to the woods, and Jason has been making some of his own ration packs, so they're going to be doing video on that.
It's So and again, camouflage. This is one of the things. Well, I keep saying it just lately. Oh yeah, DPM over MTP. Well, it's just personal choice. In
Benny,
fact,
why have farts started already? What have you been eating? And your last question could cause everyone to Google. It says it's not.
It did come up. It was in the end, didn't it? It turned out it was gone from Meta to through everything else and then back to Meta. So Benny, I did your questions tonight, and I tried to honour you as best I could. Hopefully, I did it in a very manner.
It's very sexy, and everyone agreed that yes, it was definitely your questions.
Yeah,
I definitely threw in sexy sticks and maybe the F-bomb.
Oh yes, you did.
Yes. Yes, camouflage. I keep saying this, like I say, DPM, MTP, MTP. Like camouflage. Camouflage does not make you disappear. Okay. Don't care what camouflage you've got on.
Which is a shame with some people.
Whether it be Vietnam Tiger Stripe, whether it be DPM, whether it be US, whether it be Marpat, whether it be MTP, whatever it is, will not make you disappear. What it's actually designed to do is break up your outline. The eye is quite a weird thing. The eye only takes in about 20% of what you actually see, and the brain adds the rest. So that's what DPM or camouflage does. It's just designed to disrupt the eye's patterns and abilities. And yeah, some camouflages look cool enough. The coolest camouflage in the world, Tiger Stripe. Oh, cool as hell. Love it. Okay. Or if you want British kit, if you want to wear the coolest British kit that was ever made, right? British Jungle Lightweights. Awesome camouflage, great colours, great pattern. But does it really matter? You buy
Don't
where
work
the
in the
clothes.
desert, though, does it?
No, but you buy and wear the clothes for their hard wearing. The fact that they keep the wind off, they keep you comfortable, they're cheap in comparison to what you're going to buy from somebody else. So it really doesn't matter. And desert boots, okay, you want a light pair of walking boots for any
Yeah.
time of the year.
Genuine tiger stripes,
Yeah.
not the cheap copies.
A good pair of desert boots, okay. People are saying desert boots are designed for heat and only heat. No, they're not. It gets cold in the desert.
I also talked that
Gets
through with him in a
really
minute,
cold.
Benny.
But they're designed to be lightweight and breathable. That's their efficiency. You're going from temperatures that can be plus 100 during the day down to -5 at night. If the boots don't breathe, they just sweat and rot, and your feet will freeze. Okay, bear in mind, soldiers don't take their boots off always. So, especially if you're in an environment where you might have to bug out in a hurry, you're going to be with your boots on. So, desert boots are a good system, but they tend to be suede. So, if you're going to buy a pair of desert boots, buy yourself a good suede brush so that you can brush them down with that. And for goodness sake, don't try and waterproof them. Just ruins them. But sources, of course.
Benny, did you have my favourite onion barges? Oh, I love
onion barges.
Yeah,
Andy. Yeah, good quality tiger stripe. The original tiger stripe. I love it. You want to look at other camouflages that are weird. Okay, so you look at the German uniforms, right? Battlefield grey. Battlefield grey, but it worked. Okay. You look at the old Soviet.
Flecktarn and
Flecktarn. Flecktarn's designed for alpine environments, and it works really well. It actually works brilliantly in the UK if you're in a heathland environment or if you're somewhere like Scotland, because there's lots of those reds there. You'll blend into the heather, you'll blend into rocks. But again, it's designed to disrupt pattern. The old Soviet stripe pattern, which was it just looked cheap and awful. But in actual fact, when you stood back 50 feet from it, it worked. It disrupted what the eyes were seeing. In actual fact, you can't quote me on this, but I was reading an article about in the US, it was the Marines that developed the Marpat camouflage, okay, and this worked so well that the Army and the Air Force went, we want our own versions of that, and produced their own versions, but the designers did not understand how that Marpat Digicam worked. So they just literally tried to copy it and made something. And instead of making you blend in and disrupting your eye pattern, actually highlighted you at distance.
Derek was saying he lived in the desert for 10 months, 110 days, 25 nights. He said he saw people freeze. He had his gear, but very deceiving environment.
It is. Yeah. It is. Well, you say desert.
Alex wears British Army desert camo and Iraqi one, very cheap, remote area. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. It's hard wearing clothing. It's cheap. It's efficient. Does its job. All camo, and then it's just find what fits. What's more important, and this is the thing, is it? Does the pattern really matter if the kit's comfortable? I don't do. Am I going to be looking?
I'm not. Andy, 1972, Andy B was saying, remember the US chocolate chip desert camo?
Yeah.
Oh. Is that the one that's like a beige with the dark bits?
Yeah. Now, the thing about camo, and the comment was made there by Kitten, exactly right. Camo, if you stay still, will work. It disrupts your pattern, helps you to blend in. Okay. Now, it means that the human eye can't pick up. The human eye
looks to try and hide your
shape, shine, outlines, things like that. Linear lines, things that don't fit in with nature. Okay, so and animals especially are drawn to eyes. Okay, if you watch a deer when it stops and it looks, if you quite often if you blink, it'll pick up on the blink more than it'll pick up on your movement. When I'm stalking, what I do is I study how the environment's moving around me. So if the bushes are moving in the breeze with me, I've got to move with the bushes, and that helps me to blend in with them. If I stand upright and stock still, I've got to look like a tree. If you watch deer, when you stalk a deer, if you spook a deer, the first thing it does, it goes rigid still, and it does not move at all. But you then see the ear will just.
Benny blends in, though. He goes up the top up into the trees, doesn't he? And hugs them. He disappears.
Yeah.
Estelle says he wears MTP all the
Yeah.
time, so people think he never changes.
I like that. All right, I'm an old school squaddy. When MTP first come in, I looked at it and went, don't know that I like that. I don't know that I like the layout. And I said, I got my first set of MTP given to me by a squaddy mate who went, got a couple of these, give them a try, see what you think. And do you know what? I was super impressed. Comfortable. The way they were designed was designed so you can get your hand in that pocket. It's not that way, it's that way. The pockets on the trousers work because they balloon out properly, but you can actually get your hand and gear in there. Things like the new smocks, MTP smocks, where you've got a hand warming pocket on the outside that's fleece lined, purely and simply so that you can slip your hands in, warm your hands.
Yeah.
You know, it's very, very simple and silly sounding technology, but when you're out there in a cold environment, it makes a world of difference, even down to the cut on things like the elbows and the shoulders, which allow now more movement, because we've gone from a period where the designer then put it to a military board, and the military board all sat there and went, yeah, I don't think that looks particularly smart.
Even that Pro Plus, or you need the cape of invisibility that Harry Potter used.
Yeah. It's you know, in the old days, kits were designed by people, put to an officer on a board. It's not red, and it doesn't make them stand up straight. They need a stock on, you know. We've gone through a period now where militaries have progressed. The guys that are actually now on the boards are guys that served in Iraq, Afghanistan, and they're not looking at it like that. Looking at what's comfortable, what works, what's efficient, how can you move in it? Does it keep you warm? Does it keep you dry? Can you stuff things? Yeah. Somebody once said to me, "Why are all these British squaddies? Why do they all get a smock 2 sizes too big?" And I just stuff. I was sitting there, right? Do you want the political answer or do you want the genuine answer? And they went, "Well, what's the political answer?" I said, "Well, you know, you might want to put an extra jumper on." Oh yeah, very good. What's the actual answer? You can steal shit.
Yeah.
You can stuff stuff inside it, you know. You sort of quickly pick something up.
That chicken goes in my pocket.
It's not stealing, it's adapting.
No, it's
aggressive borrowing.
Yes.
There's a tradition in the British Army that you don't walk through somebody else's area without walking off with their mascot or
I'll say humans.
Maybe a sign that was once nailed to the commanding officer's door on an exercise from another unit. I wouldn't know where it come from. You know,
but it fitted into a spot.
As I think goes on. But again, also your own kit. All right. So there you are. You're on your basher line. You're all sorted out. You're crashed out. Right. Thump, the flares go off. The rounds start coming in. You haven't got time to suddenly sit there and start, I better fold that up, put that in the pack, that in the pack there. Yeah. You're just going to grab what you need, stuff it down your front and start running till you can put it into a defensive position and put fire down. So again, the idea of smock is it's a carrying system in its own right. That's why it has 2 sets of drawstrings. You can load it up, carry stuff. If it comes to survival, escape and evasion, it becomes a bag that you can use to carry stuff in, or you can forage. So you can start ripping up grass, line that inside that smock with grass. Not only is it going to dry out for tinder, it's going to keep you warm. So again, it's adapt and adapt and adapt and think outside the box. It's all about the eyes. It is kitten. It is all about the eyes. Wildlife is designed to pick up on eyes. The eyes are the threat. If something's looking at them.
That elephant hawk moth has a giant eye on his back bum end. Yeah. So if it's going to attack him, it's going to go for his back end, not the front end.
And animals are designed in nature. Animals, this old, you used to hear it as a kid, don't stare at a dog, it will bite you. Well, yeah, it's the same with most animals. A threat is you locking onto it, and it is like, oh, it's aggressive.
I think any animals, you look at any animal, a fox, even if you walk, you know, a fox walks in front of you out on the street, it doesn't look at your feet, it looks at your eyes.
Yeah.
Looks straight at your face, like, what's he doing?
If you're on a horseback, a deer won't notice you.
Yeah.
It's because they see the horse, but they don't see the person on the back of it.
As Ken said there, even tigers have eye patterns on the back of their ears to deter predators. Next question is, what predates on tigers? Not a lot. Angry elephants.
Yeah. Right, Maximum said, I thought you thought the little stove I sent you should fit in a Trandia pot stand on it. Sorry to be random.
Yeah, it does. Trangia pot stand works with it. In fact, all my pot stands work with it, and it also works in a gasifier. There you go. You send me something. I spend days up here experimenting, putting things in, burning them, setting fire to them, seeing how they work.
It's like that sealer.
Yeah.
I had to keep the dog downstairs because I had a really bad thing that he should have come up. I'll come up here and then seal the dog because everything was getting sealed.
It's a bit of an addictive thing when you start sealing.
Well, there we go. So we were talking about that earlier on. I just suddenly had a thought. Saw my picture there. Okay, so you're sealing up an emergency kit. You can take a little penknife like that and seal that inside that pack. You know, and it just makes a little pack that you can throw in your pocket, carry with you. It has a few items locked away for an emergency. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yeah, I could do.
That's in his car keys. Yeah.
Well, thing is, Rooks, he hasn't been. He's still not able to drive.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would.
There may be an issue there for me in the future as well because I've damaged a nerve in my left side, so I'm having a bit of difficulty with my left leg. I now walk with a permanent wobble, a bit of a limp. I sort of. It means it's a weird thing. I can't really explain it, but my left leg is not obeying me quite as well as it used to. So I sort of walk like a penguin. I sort of got a bit of a going on.
1972 just pointed out a thing. He said, you know, it's Rook. Sorry, no, and it was Andy. He says, "Don't you need the pen light to open the pack?" No, they have that little. They have another knife. They have like little divots in it.
Yeah, they've actually got a very good little tear off.
Some of them,
yeah. Track, right, so they've all got a little slot in them like that.
So he's slotting them.
Yeah. So,
just so you have to seal it again.
Yeah. So they go. Well, I just got me. So what have I got now? I've got 5 cotton balls in there.
Oh, what dropped there? Yeah, you got the
blade, isn't it?
No, that's the
purification
tablets.
Right. And the cotton balls, as soon as you take them out and the air gets to them, they start to fluff up. So again, that takes, it was able to shrink them down.
Yeah, sir, your balls
wax pad, and again some fireproof matches. But a simple,
just watch it then.
Yeah, simple thing like that. When you take it, when I first packed it, that went down to credit card thickness. When I first pack it, yes, Willow.
Kitten said you can buy pack openers from Timo.
Yeah, pack openers. Yeah.
I've got a thing that's on
He'll only vacuum pack that.
It's on one of my bags, my rescue bag. It's one of the seatbelt cutters, so you can use that to open the plastic bags.
I'm even sat there and I thought, you could put a flint and steel in it. You could.
Yes, he did show him your sharp bite, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I did show him the sharp bite. She's impressed.
But you could even go, as long as you don't need to vacuum seal it, but you can just seal it. You'd have the smaller bags. You could put a couple of tops of your mead into a bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Seal it up, and then in the evening, rip it home, drink away.
Do you know what the other thing I'm saying about today? Oxo cubes.
Oxo cubes, yeah.
Yeah, because I love Oxo cubes. Great drink.
Yeah, credit card size.
Char
cloth.
Yeah. Char cloth. I've got to make some more char cloth in the next week or two. Does anybody want a video on char cloth making? Show you how to do it using your gas burner rather than doing a woodland fire.
You could do with a new lot of them anyway. Yeah, Pro Plus would like you to do that.
All right, I'll do some char cloth in the next week or two. Then that'll be a little video. And again, this is one of the difficulties and things like this. I've gone through this period where literally for a couple of months I've been stuck at home.
Again.
It's working out what I can do in videos for you guys. And the problem is, for me, I've done this for so long, not just on YouTube, but out of YouTube. Quite often I sit there and I go, nobody's going to want to see that. Everybody knows how to do that. And then Jay says to me, well, no, I don't know how to do it. I've never seen it done.
And you've got people joining your channel all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, it's where you go. So yes, I did show my granddaughter the scar. It's a good scar. It's got an entry and an exit wound. Yes, the entry wound where they went in, the exit wound where the kidney came out. But yeah, it's looking really, really good.
Yeah, he's our granddaughter bought Granddad. She chose the Christmas presents we had, and Granddad got a money card with the Grinch on it.
She knows her granddad so well. Yeah, I'm really, really good. Really, really good. Quite optimistic. Quite happy for the future. So, yeah, things are rolling forward. Been speaking to a financial advisor. Been looking at what's going to happen with a pension. Hopefully, in the next year or two, you might see things happening. I might be able to start opening up some bits and pieces for people.
Alexander, if you obviously you googled Hampshire. Well, we live in Farnborough, and Farnborough's got an airfield here that is went back to the times of Samuel Cody, wasn't it?
Yeah, it goes back further than that. It goes back to when the army were messing around with hot air balloons.
Yeah.
But yes, Samuel Cody done the first powered air flight from Farnborough Airfield.
Maybe that's one thing me and you would do. We'll go out one day and just do a bit of a
local history.
Local
You're
history,
right there, Andy. He should have a tattoo done down his skull.
I did one. I was tempted to do a tattoo above that, right? Just saying goodbye, Sakir Tumor. But yeah, so we got.
Oops, you missed.
Do excuse the tummy bits. One for the ladies.
Yes.
So we got that one there. We got two
one,
there.
2, 3, and one there, and he's got one on the other leg.
Yeah, and one. I've got one there that's about that long. Sits across.
We don't
the
know what the one on the leg was about.
It's just.
They just thought they'd try and match it up, even you out a little bit.
I think it was stealing bits.
Either that, or they started cutting away. Oh shit! Wrong side. Turn him over.
I wasn't going to ask them. They did a great job. One of the theories that came up is
it should do like a launch thing.
The operation
the
should have been a really quick
doodle
operation.
Yes.
They were a bit when they phoned Kaz immediately after the operation. The surgeon said to her, he said, "Look, it took longer than we needed to because there was a lot of tissue." Right. All right, so fat. I get it. I take it. It's all right.
Stuffing,
Doc.
I think they called it.
But somebody else also said to me, no, what they might have done, they might have had to take a vein
what is it?
from your leg,
It was like a Build-A-Bear.
do a bit of a repair somewhere. I don't think you can see me in a shop like that. I don't think there's a Mick Build-A-Bear out there, but there's an idea, merchandise-wise. Hampshire Outdoors is survival.
A
Build-A-Bear, a Mick Bear, a Jason Bear.
Oh, God,
Yes.
no, you wouldn't have enough stuffing.
But yeah, it might be a while to go. Well, so going back.
Sorry,
to
Faye. I didn't want to.
Going back to some of the early stuff you did and doing it.
All the women are all traumatised now.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, Faye. Did not mean to make you a bit hot and flushed. It's just, I know it works, ladies. I'm so
like a
sorry.
scar, don't they?
I said
love
about
a scar.
his. That's his thing for his.
As well. All right.
A mate of mine's been doing a lot of archery lately, and I decided to give it a go myself.
We'll keep fingers crossed and say prayers. Mike's going to the doctor on Wednesday to see about his colon and see if he needs to operate or not. Yeah, it does. It's like tattooing, covering up a tattoo. I had that because I had a really bad butterfly someone did me that was, I didn't go there. So I had to have it covered over, and the little butterfly, you can actually, there is one of the antennas for it.
So one of my YouTube friends has been doing some really good demonstrations, just like the of archery and survival tools.
So I
decided I didn't want to be left out. So I've got myself a little compound bow. Okay, I'm going to be taking this up the woods for hunting with, and it's quite good actually. Quite impressed with it. It does go with a fair old twang, but yeah.
So there's
my little
monkeys.
compound bow. So I was thinking, Maybe a little bit Mad Max. Maybe mount it to a glove.
Yes.
Maybe a little aluminium arrow. But yeah, thank you, Kaz. I really appreciate that. It's quite a nifty, fun little thing.
Yeah, it's Temu.
So if you're in an office from Temu, you can get yourself a little bow. Comes with 5 little plastic arrows.
If
With
someone
little rubber
goes
tips.
past, you just go.
You can create absolute pandemonium around the office.
It's great, isn't it?
It is. I tell you what, and it will launch one of those little arrows for about 25 meters, and I'll go with a wallop. Well, no good for squirrels though, but a bit of fun.
That's really cool.
So I'm saying to you, if you want to take up archery and you want to practice it in the woods, but you don't want to get into trouble,
Jess said she needs one of those. They're good, aren't they, Jess? He's also
archery. Jess, you're like me. You can't help it. You look at something like that, and you initially go, "Oh," and then you go, "Ooh."
Can you imagine yourself sitting in someone like a hungry horse or something, and someone's being really obnoxious, just go,
Ping.
The only problem with archery and me is every time I pick it up, this little sound in my head goes. Da, 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 da.
Robin Hood.
I feel like a little fox. That's all right.
Yeah, so
I won't name one of the other characters.
Yeah, so we'll be thinking of you, Mike, on Wednesday with
Mike,
your thing.
Mike, yeah, so my thoughts and prayers go out to Mike. Hopefully everything's cool, brother. You've been working hard towards your fitness, and you've been putting a lot of effort in. Really appreciate it. And your support. You actually, I can never tell you how much you really
Squirrel
helped
trap, yeah.
by encouraging me to get out and start doing the mile a day challenge. That has given me so much incentive and has really helped my healing. If I get over to the States, and I will get over to the States one day, we are all going to link up. Originally, the only person I knew was John and Mr. D, and I was working it out. So go over to Oregon, see Mr. D, then travel by train, coach or something like that, and then go down to Missouri and see John. But now I've got so many of you are coming in now. I've got to go to Virginia. I've got to come over and see you, Mike, and other people. So my trip to America originally started as might be able to manage a week. It's now turning into possibly a month, so that I get to spend a couple of days in everybody's area, meet up with people. And for you, Mike, Mr. D, John, and that, it's not just that I want to meet you. I want to go have a meal with you, give you a hug, shake your hands, and tell you from myself, thank you, brothers. I really appreciate all your support.
When Mike's been doing his walks, he's lost 8 pounds.
Brilliant. That's an achievement, mate. You're doing better than I am at the moment. Mind you, I lost 1 pound in one night.
He said, month. He said, try a year. He said, we're renting Harleys.
Don't tempt me, D. Don't tempt me.
God.
There as well.
Yeah, dear me.
Don't tempt me.
Now, like that wild hog, didn't it?
I can see the news reports. I can see the news reports now.
3 elderly men.
And today, after a long chase,
3 elderly
Mr.
men
Mitchell and Mr. Jason were captured by ICE for overstaying and
running amok.
I don't need to pay a flight back. You guys are going to send me. I need to fly one way.
He said you're taking a cargo ship back home.
Be like,
All right,
Jace.
Yes, keep going.
If the Vikings could do it, mate, we can do it.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
The Venture of the Bearded Men.
I wonder if we can get a landing craft from somewhere.
Oh, God.
We'll take
It's not
it
down
over
in
with us.
Portsmouth at the moment.
Yeah. No, but I think the Navy's still using that.
No, it's outside the Tank Museum.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever tried pushing a landing craft all the way down to the beach? It's supposed to go up the beach one way.
Need a few logs.
Hello, sir. Can I ask you what you're doing? Evening, officer.
We're just putting it back in the water where it belongs.
We found it. It was outside one of the pubs. I thought we'd put it back in the water.
Yeah, we just sort of borrow it and try it somewhere. It's over 2 hours.
wasn't he? Whatever that was.
It was that sign.
It might have been the new sign. Has anybody noticed the new sign?
Anyone see the new sign?
My hero. My hero.
Night, Martin.
Night,
Nice to
Martin.
see
Take
you.
care, brother.
No,
Look after yourself. Aye. Wonderful.
Yes. It says, why don't you knock it off with your negative waves?
Moriarty.
No, it doesn't say Moriarty.
No, but you've always got to,
Yeah.
you've got to stick the Moriarty on the end of it. It's one of those things. Yeah. Oddball.
Oh,
Always.
but yeah. It's
Love
good, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
We do like. I've actually managed to get yet again another copy, CD, a DVD of Kelly's Heroes because that's one of our all-time favourite films.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
Great film. Great film. Some brilliant scenes in it. It's fantastic music. Yeah. Burning Bridges. Fantastic track. Love that. Always been one of my all-time favourites.
And the fact that Oddball, the one of Daryl Sutherland, he had meningitis. Well, that's why he had to wear that leather cap thing when he was filming, wasn't it? Yeah.
Telly Savalas, yeah.
So it's Delph. Yeah. So you want to watch it now, don't you?
Just
Crying out
Well,
loud.
that's spooky, isn't it?
It's the negative vibes, man.
Negative
Yeah.
waves, man. Pass it over. Pass it over. There we go.
Yay. The Donald.
Yeah, the Donald.
That's a poltergeist. Goose. Eagle
Anyhow,
has landed. That's another good Clint Eastwood one.
that's a good film. That is a good film. Absolutely brilliant. Anyhow, saying that, we are at 2 hours and 6 minutes. So the first thing I would like to say is, Mr. D and your mum, if she's watching. Oh, yeah.
Eagle's dead. Yeah.
Right. Take it easy. Stay
That's it.
safe. Thank you for your love and your support. Thank you for all the
I thought I
kind
got it
words and the messages that you sent me outside of this. I really appreciated it, guys. To everybody else that supported me through the last couple of months, and that is all you guys on this channel, all you guys here tonight, all you guys that might be watching in the background. Thank you so much. You got me, not just me, but you got Kaz, Jason, and my friends around me here through this. Your
And Willow, the
support,
mouse killer.
your support, your care, your kind words, just being here, just watching, just liking videos and things like that have given us the encouragement to keep going, and do every day give us the encouragement to keep going. So thank you very much. My words of advice to anybody, and this is the last time I'm going to talk about my cancer diagnosis point blank from now on. Yeah, I might talk about my fitness and getting that back together, but it's the last time I want to talk about the cancer. And that is anybody that's going through it out there. Share, talk, speak to people. And if you need to speak to me,
Happy 80th birthday
means.
to Dee's mum.
Oh, happy
Yeah.
birthday, Dave.
Yeah.
by all means, reach out. Okay, I'm here for you. I know what the fear's like. I know what it felt like. I know it was probably one of the toughest experiences in my life, not just for me, but for Kaz as well, in having to try and keep me buoyant. Everything I've ever faced in my life before, I'm able to go out with my fists, my mental ability, my tools, my equipment, and fight back. It's one of the first times in my life I've been in a situation where I didn't have that ability. Okay, quite difficult to deal with at the time, but you got me through it. So thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Dee's mum, happy birthday. If I was over there, I'll be giving you the bumps. It's a military thing. Don't worry. No, many happy returns.
Yeah.
Many happy returns. And I've met and spoke to Dee's mum.
You smoked
And
her.
there is no way I would believe that Dee's mum's 80. 60 possibly, not 80. So, yeah, thank you very much.
Will do, Max.
Excellent, Benny. Benny, that's excellent news. Yeah, Benny, it's
That's
a fear.
fantastic.
Yeah, thank you, mate.
Yeah, good day to you too in Australia,
Yeah,
Alexander.
have a great day.
Yeah,
Have a great day. Yes. Yeah,
And
Faye,
kick a cane
if you ever need me, I'm here. Right? And I really mean that. I think anybody that's been through this will come out of it saying, it's if anybody ever needs to talk, even if they want to do it privately, send us an email. We'll contact through WhatsApp. I'm there for you.
Dear, she's not bloody Bambi's mother.
Kiwi's going to get a slap on here.
Oh, thank you, Jess.
Jess,
We
no,
appreciate
thank you.
you too.
Yeah, no, it's been wonderful. So, and we got a lot more to do. This community, all you guys part of this community. I've always said this community is not mine. This channel is not mine. It's ours. It's all of us. Okay, we got a lot more to achieve. All of you that make your videos and that, how far are we going with this? Okay, it's ours. Let's hold it and run with it. Let's take it to where we want it to be. Let's have our fun with it and our time.
Remember to look out for their new video they'll be doing tomorrow,
Yes.
and Jason's video on his thing on how he made them. These ration packs.
You do that, Benny. You do that. We look forward to having a chat. Yep. So that's
I'll tell
it.
you, I'll talk to that in a minute.
Yeah. So there we go. 10 past. So we've been going 2 hours, 10 minutes. Guys, take it easy. Have an absolutely awesome week.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Kev.
Be safe wherever you are. Have your adventures if you can. And if you're going back to work tomorrow, later on today, whichever it may be for you, have a great week. Okay. Don't let the buggers grind you down.
Oh, you're
Look forward to next weekend.
Jess says your Brazilian knife's in the post. Whoa.
Get so excited. Sorry, calm down.
Cheers
Calm down.
all, and we will see you next Sunday and
Yep.
before on any other videos.
Yeah.
So have a good week.
Have a good week. Have fun. Take care. Love those you do. Forgive those you don't. May peace and light be upon you all in this glorious world of ours. From Mick, Jason, Kaz,
Night.
Willow, Mac, Hampshire Outdoors Survival, possibly a later date, the Bullet Cat Dodger. Take care. Have fun.
Pro
guys.
Plus, well done
Stay
for winning
safe.
the cob.
Mickey out.
Oh, you've woken up now. You've been asleep all night.